Guys, shalom, welcome back. It is so good to be back. I'm sorry I left 2 years ago. I can't believe it went by so fast. Everybody in my Facebook group knew I was coming back. It's going to take me a little while to get back into the algorithm of YouTube. I'm probably talking right now to my recent subscribers and my Facebook group. I decided to talk to you guys like you were sitting around with a cup of coffee and you were my bestest friends, but I haven't seen you in a while, and just explain where I went. So, we're going to take you back a little while, 3 years ago, and those who know and were around, my husband did pass away. When I did leave, I admit I was in the throes of grieving. And for those of you who are widows or have lost loved ones, you know, it's the worst thing in the world. And so it's taken me a really long time to become myself again, or actually learn who I am without my husband. And that was not easy because me and my husband were together my entire life. I was 14 years old when I met my husband and fell in love with him. And I'm still in love with him all these years later. That was one of the reasons that I did leave. Another reason was I got sick. I got an infection in my jaw, and it took me a little while to heal from that. I had to have surgery, and it just to be able to talk and sound like I didn't have marbles in my mouth. It took a while. And then a lot of things happened during that healing part. My middle daughter and her husband found a house. They had a house built, and they moved into their new house, and it's beautiful. It's also here in Las Vegas. For those who don't know, I do live in Las Vegas. My youngest daughter decided she was gonna take a try on life, and she got an apartment. And that left me and my father in this big house by ourselves. The most wonderful surprise during that time. Now, my kids moving out was not bad things. I mean, of course, to a mother, your kids moving out, that's traumatic, but that's a good thing that you were able to raise children that were able to support themselves and go out into the world. So that was a good thing. But the best thing happened, and my oldest daughter became pregnant and gave me the most delicious grandson. Oh, he is the light of my life. His name is Ezra. Right now, he's 20 months old. But it didn't end there. I have a fourth child. She is my biological first cousin. I'm not going to go through her life or anything, but she is my child, and she gave me a beautiful granddaughter. I am so blessed to have my children. All I wanted was grandchildren. Anybody that knew me before knows what every single wish that I had was, just give me a grandchild. I just need a grandchild. And I've got them, and they are beautiful. My oldest daughter lives here with her husband. So I am the babysitter for my grandson while my son-in-law and my daughter work. I'm the live-in nanny, like I like to say. And I love it. It's the best job in the entire world. Before then, I wasn't making videos is I was doing some repairs on my house, some of them being DIY, because I had considered moving and then changed my mind when I didn't see anything out there that I really liked more than my house. I like my house. So it just worked out for my family but it took a long time for us to set up this new house. We redid every room. I'm not even in my craft room anymore. You guys know I used to live in my craft room. I'm not even in that room anymore. That's a storage room now. And next video, I'm going to give you a tour of my new workspace. So that is really what's been going on in my life. It's just been this whirlwind of losing my husband, changing houses for my children. Like everybody just was all over the place for a while. We had so much work to do to get the both houses ready for the switch. But we're happy. We're finally in that place where we've got a good working system and a good everything. And that's why I decided to come back. So that's where I was. Now we're going to move forward with what I am doing. For my new subscribers, I teach art. That's what this channel is about. It's about art. I did go to school for art. It wasn't my primary degree. I have a degree in nursing, and I did work in nursing for a very long time, but I did retire from that, and I always wanted to be an art teacher. So that is what this channel is about, if you want to learn art. Now, in the past 500 videos, between 500 and 600 videos, I primarily taught out of coloring books because I really didn't want to teach sketching. Sketching is a whole other art form, and people can just sketch. And then there's those who like to get right to the heart of it and add the color. I am one of those people. I'm not really interested in sketching. I can get an idea down on paper and go from there, but I'm not the type of artist that can just sit down and sketch out like a picture and then put the color on it. It takes a very long time. People who do that on YouTube, let me tell you, it's a lot harder than what it looks like. A lot of stuff doesn't get included in people's videos. So if I had to do it, I can do it. I just don't want to. And if I don't want to do something, I don't do it. But I still wanted to teach. And coloring books, well, the sketch is there. It worked. So I taught art out of coloring books, and it worked out really nice. I taught a lot of people how to manipulate colored pencils. I think I have enough content on my channel that I've covered everything, and all I'm doing is repeating myself, which is fine. I can go on and repeat myself in the same way on coloring books. But honestly, I'm bored of it. Don't want to sit there with pencils coloring in somebody else's art. It's just not me anymore. But I still want to teach art. So I had to come up in my head with some other way of doing it. And I decided still life is the best way of doing it. I will provide you the pictures. I will provide you the sketches. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to put the picture up from the still life. I will put the picture up so you guys can color all you want. But at least I can work on things that I am enjoying right now. And right now it's miniatures. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do the miniatures. I'm going to teach art, lighting, color, everything that I was teaching before. But what you're going to be looking at is going to be still life, which is an object. It's real life you're coloring from. So you will have the opportunity to use photographs that I take of the things that I create. And I will provide you with an AI generated. It's not going to be my sketch. It's AI generated picture of it. So if I talk about lighting, you could print it out, you could write notes on it, you can color it. You can have an art like textbook from what I'll be teaching you with each picture. And it's totally free. I'm going to be putting the pictures up in the video that you could take a screenshot from the video. I will leave the picture running long enough that you'll get a good shot of it. And I'm also going to put it in my Facebook group, my coloring book. It's Color My World on Facebook, and I will provide you with the link to that, also that group also. So it'll be in 2 places. It'll be very easy for you to get, print out, and go from there. I'm amazed at some of my followers from 2 years ago, and I'm going to shout out Cindy Thornton. Let me tell you, she was a good artist. Okay, she came to me and she had talent. I taught her whatever I could, and let me tell you, she is a success because her stuff is gorgeous. She's been a moderator in the Color My World group since I had the Color My World group. She's been one of the moderators, but it's been a while since I've looked at people's art, and wow, you can listen to anything she wants to give as far as advice. She's fantastic. I was so pleased, and so many other people. I can't believe the talent that's come out of my Facebook group, that I've gotten to watch people from the beginning and those who stuck with it and kept going. When I came back, I was like, oh my God, are these the same people? Like, I remember them as students. Now they're masters. They're beautiful. We've got some really good artists in there. But Cindy being a moderator, I needed to shout her out because she's just that good. So what am I going to be working with? I'm going to be working with miniatures. Now, it's good because the miniature, I could take the picture, give you a still life. So if I create, say, an apple pie, and it's itty bitty, I could take the picture, it'll look like an apple pie, and you could do the drawing. I could teach the texture of the crust, the same thing, but you get to look at an object. Now, a lot of the stuff that I make, if you want to see is cute, it's cute. I do not play with dolls. It's not what I'm into. I'm really not hugely into furniture. I like making miniature objects, dioramas. I get a kick out of it. I've been doing it. I did it for a very long time, years ago, back before I was coloring. I did miniatures. So I have a friend who does miniatures, and she would send me photos of her stuff, and it just was so wonderful. Her name is Rebby or Rebison or Rachma. We'll call her Rebison. She does that. Now, I can't show you her artwork because it's a private thing. She does it for herself. And she doesn't like to show it publicly. But I'm blessed to be able to see it. And she just got me so excited to go back to doing miniatures. And as soon as I started, my soul began to heal. I cannot be without art. I have to be. Now, it's going to take me a couple of videos. First of all, I'm working off of new software. So I really need to learn the program to be able to produce quickly. So this is my first video using the new software. It's the editing software. So we'll see how I do, how I like it. I can go back to using the old one, but the new one has a lot of new features. and I want to learn it. The miniatures I've already got made. I've got so much to show you. I work with a combination of something called Miniverse. Now, Miniverse are those capsules with toys in it, but it's not. Miniverse is a little bit different than toys. I personally would not give this to a child. They're not creating them. You use resin, you use things that I wouldn't give a kid to go play with. They're quite realistic. I do make my own. I sculpt from polymer clay. I use resin clay. That's going to be another thing on this channel. I'm going to be introducing you to some really good products. I mean, I try to use a lot of Japanese products, which are so cool. I mean, they're I think, the number one country in the world for art supplies. If you get something out of Japan, it's always good. They brought us Holbein pencils. Holbein, okay, people say, oh, they're not as good as they used to be, yada, yada, yada. I love Holbein pencils. They have great colors. Their paints are just spectacular. And I try to go with a lot of the Japanese products just because they are the masters in miniatures. They've been doing it for thousands of years, and it's just so much fun. So this channel is going to introduce you to new products. It's going to show you new techniques. I'm going to be giving you the coloring book pages. I'm going to teach you from still life. You can use my photo. The good thing is it's going to be a photo. The coloring page is going to have a photo for you to use as a reference. If you're learning, that is the best way to use as a reference. Still life, even better. So you'll be able to look at the object from different angles, different lighting. Then you will have the photograph of it and the coloring page. So I think I covered all the bases for you, and we'll see how time goes on. If this is not something you like, I can change it up. I can tweak it. I always listen to my subscribers, take in advice from my subscribers. Now, the only thing that will get me really to go back to using pencils only, I hate saying this, but I'm allergic to art supplies. Unfortunately, I have to really use protective gear because I am allergic to the chemicals in a lot of the products I use. So I'm working with my doctor on it. I take shots because I don't want to give it up. And but I will have, my arms will no longer be exposed. I'll be wearing a lot of gloves. So that's going to be my new, at least I don't have to worry about my nails. You're not going to see them very often. They're really short now because I work with clay. So this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going. I'm back. I'm going to start with one video a week, then maybe go up to 2 videos a week, or maybe a video and a short. We'll see. I've got some things coming up in my life, good things. I didn't give you all my secrets just yet. I still have, we're going to be together. So I'm definitely back. You can see my spirits are I'm as enthused now as I ever was. Took me a long time to get to this point. So I will see you in a week. We're going to do, the next video is going to be a tour video. And then after that, I'm going to actually show you the miniatures that I'll be working with. So we're going to do a tour of my space and my crafting materials. Then I'm going to do probably 2 weeks of showing you the projects. And then I will start getting into the new stuff, and we'll start doing actual art lessons after that. So I hope you guys stay and like the new format, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.